Vivek Ramaswamy said China can invade Taiwan if the U.S. gets semiconductor independence. The Republican presidential candidate has taken an isolationist foreign policy stance. Taiwan is the world's main producer of semiconductors, which are crucial for tech companies. Republican presidential candidate Vivek Ramaswamy said that if elected, he'd accept China seizing Taiwan once the U.S. secures its own supply of semiconductors. Speaking to conservative radio host Hugh Hewitt, Ramaswamy said that if he becomes president, he would ensure that the U.S. is no longer reliant on Taiwan for its supply of semiconductors, a crucial component in the manufacturing of goods including smartphones and electric cars. Taiwan dominates the manufacturing of semiconductors, producing about 60% of the world's supply. Ramaswamy also said that if the U.S. could show it was serious about semiconductor independence or securing its own production of the technology, it would deter Chinese aggression toward Taiwan. The truth of the matter is there are two reasons why China wants to annex Taiwan, he said. One is to squat on the semiconductor supply chain so they can exert leverage over the United States of America. That's not happening on my watch. I take a firm position on that. But the second reason why is that they have unfinished nationalistic business dating back to their civil war in 1949, he added. And if that's the sole basis for Xi Jinping going after Taiwan after we have semiconductor independence, then you know what? I am not going to send our sons and daughters to die over that conflict. And that's consistent with my position on Ukraine as well. Ramaswamy said that he's been very clear that China's President Xi Jinping should not mess with Taiwan until after the U.S. has achieved semiconductor independence. Until the end of my first term when I will lead us there, he said, and after that, our commitments to Taiwan, our commitments to be willing to go to military conflict will change after that, because that's rationally in our self-interest, he added. That is honest, that is true. And that is credible. China has claimed sovereignty over Taiwan since 1949, when the nationalist faction in the Chinese Civil War fled to the island and claimed independence from the mainland's communist government. In recent years, tensions between China and Taiwan have intensified, with Xi saying reunification with Taiwan must be fulfilled, and hinting that China may use force to bring it about. The U.S. has long maintained a position of strategic ambiguity regarding Taiwan, refusing to clearly state whether it would defend Taiwan if attacked. But last year, President Joe Biden said that the U.S. would commit military force to defending Taiwan, though the White House attempted to downplay the suggestion. Ramaswamy is among GOP candidates campaigning to reduce U.S. involvement abroad, calling for the U.S. to cut off support for Ukraine in its war against Russia.